Hi guys, welcome to class. This is my last session of the day, so I'm sure I've spoken to most of you already. But if I haven't welcomed, this is going to be a British expression session again. We're going to talk about idioms. We're going to continue with the list we were looking at earlier and share expressions that we already know, that we've heard of. And if you can quote some expressions that you heard the Queen saying, if you were in my last few classes, then that would be very, very impressive, yeah? So if you want to sound like the Queen. But we have already Sarah. How are you, Sarah?
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to speak with you again. In fact, we spoke just now, yes? We spoke.
Sorry, teacher.
Did we speak just now? Were you in my last class? Have we spoken
No.
before?
No.
Okay, yes, I recognize you from somewhere, but that's cool. Have we spoken before, I just said? Okay, so good to meet you, Sarah, and where are you from?
I'm from Morocco.
Morocco, yeah, we did speak. Perfect, okay, good to speak with you again, Sarah. In this class, we're going to talk about some British expressions, some British idioms, yeah? So, do you know what an idiom is? Sarah?
No.
Okay. An idiom, yeah? Like an expression, yeah? Do you know this? Expression.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so an expression is something that you would say, something that we say that doesn't mean exactly what we literally say. Okay, so, for example, if I said to you, a piece of cake, have you heard this before? A piece of cake.
Yes.
Okay, do you understand what this means as an expression, as an idiom? A piece of cake.
No, I can't understand.
No worries. Okay, so we say a piece of cake to mean something that's easy, yeah? No effort. A piece of cake. Yes, a piece of cake.
Yes. Now I know.
And that is an expression. That's like an idiom, okay? So have a think to see if you know any more, okay? And we'll come back. Okay, we have Alma. How are you, Alma? Alma, can you hear? Can you hear us? Okay, no worries. Okay, we'll come back to you. Antonina, you're back. Antonina, are you there? Okay, we'll come back. Gustavo, is it working now? Is it working? Yeah? Okay, we'll come back. It's not working. Nick, are you there?
Here.
Okay, good to speak with you again, Nick.
Me too.
Okay, great. Okay, and nice to speak with you. And Peter is there, right? Peter, can you hear us? Peter, can you hear? Okay, no one's here. It's just me. Okay, me and Sarah. Yeah, me and Sarah.
I am here.
I can now.
Perfect. Okay, Rassal is here. How are you today? How's Albany, New York today?
It's fine.
Don't tell me
raining
move.
here.
This will really ruin it for me if you move, Rassal. Don't move. Stay in Albany, New York. It just sounds good now. Yeah, so it sounds good.
Yeah, it's raining here.
Good. I'm happy. Okay, it's Antonina, how are you?
Hi, Martin. I'm fine. Can you hear me?
You sound too energetic. What is this?
Yes, actually, because I have a question that I've been dying to ask.
Okay.
And I kept forgetting to do this.
Okay.
So this is the most important question for me in the whole English learning.
Yeah.
Which one is correct? I don't have time, or I have no time?
Okay. I have no time. I'd say I don't have time. Yeah, I don't have time. I don't have any time. I have no time is probably officially grammatically correct, but no one says it. I have no time today. I don't have any time today. I don't have any time.
I knew that. But all of my friends tell me that I should say I have no time, and that English people say that.
I don't have any time, we say.
Yes, I'm saying I don't have any time, and I'm sure that no one says I have no time.
You're
so
correct,
thank you.
Yeah, but maybe grammatically in the textbook it says I have no time. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember. I have no time. I do not have any time. Yeah, I don't have any time yet. Does everyone agree? Does everyone agree?
Yes.
As learners of English, yeah?
Both are correct.
Both,
Both
yeah.
are correct.
In my humble opinion.
Both, yeah. I have no time today. I have no time. I don't have any time today. I would say I can just say what I would say. I don't have any time. It sounds better for me. But it doesn't. If you said it, I wouldn't think.
I think it's the pragmatics. I think pragmatics of English.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, Rasal, are you okay? We just spoke.
I'm fine.
Robert is what I wanted to speak to. Robert.
Hi.
Robert, how are you?
Good, thank you.
That was like not as enthusiastic as Antonina.
Yes.
You have nothing to
I'm
prove.
a bit tired.
Your friends are wrong. You have
Sorry?
nothing to prove. You can't prove your friends wrong. Antonina seemed very happy because she could prove her friends wrong. Robert, you have no stories? No questions?
No.
Okay, so good to speak with you again. And who else? Now, Alma, can we hear you?
Yes, now yes.
Perfect, cool. And where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
And which part?
Malaga, do you know?
Malaga, cool. I'm going to Malaga very soon, in
Oh, really?
12 days. My friend's there at the moment, yes? I'm going to visit for a couple of days. So I'm going on the 22nd, so that's cool. Okay, so nice to meet you, Alma.
Nice to meet you.
Gustavo, can we hear you? No, that's a no from you typing, yeah? So that's okay. Hazel, everyone's here. Okay, so we are talking. Okay, you have a fan, Alma, yeah? So you have a fan. Man says you are cute. So you can reply back in any way you wish. So we are going to talk about idioms today, okay? We're talking about British idioms. Does anyone know any already? Apart from maybe Rathal picked up a couple of weeks ago.
Icing
know.
on the cake.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Icing on the cake, I think.
Icing on the cake, yeah, icing on the cake.
Easy as a pie.
What? Why everyone?
Easy
Always
as a
with
pie.
Always with pie. Yeah, so, did you say
Well,
busy as a
it's
pie?
English idioms. You should know better why you use pies and cakes.
Piece of
that's
cake.
yes, a piece of cake. Yeah, we like pie and cake. I've realised. Yeah, so okay, so easy as pie. You can say easy as pie.
I know one. Again.
Okay, go for it.
To live out of a suitcase.
Yeah, that's a good one. To live
I
out
like this one.
a suitcase. We'll brainstorm first, and we'll discuss them.
Yeah, there is another one. Chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese. Yep, chalk and cheese. Perfect. Any more?
It's not my cup of tea.
It's not my cup of tea.
Yes.
Perfect.
Typical.
Okay, it's not my cup of tea anymore. So, Robert, do you have any?
Maybe, I don't know if it's an idiom, but pass an exam with flying colors, for example.
To pass something with flying colours, yeah? With flying colours.
Yeah.
Okay, to pass something with flying colours, if I can spell, but you understand. Nick, do you have any?
Actually, I have one. It's too easy, like it's raining.
Sorry, Nick?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's like it's raining with dog and cats.
Raining cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs. Yeah, I always confusing about dogs and cats. Anyway.
Yeah, raining cats and dogs. Okay, we had this yesterday. Alma, do you have any?
Actually, no.
No worries. Antonina, do you have any?
Elephant in the room.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Like an elephant in the room. Or like a
Bull in a china shop.
Yeah, that's better. Like a
Bull in a china shop.
But you can say like an yeah, but this would be more common, like a bull in a china shop. Perfect. Okay, to sell like hotcakes is good. To be under the weather, that's good. Any more?
Fresh
Farhad.
as a daisy.
Fresh as a daisy. That's cute.
Ah, yes.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Farhad. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, teacher. How about you?
I'm also good, thank you, Farhad. Good to speak with you again. I was getting worried. This is my last class of the day, and I didn't speak with you, so I was wondering what happened. So where were you?
Yeah, teacher. To be honest, the problem was in my computer, so I installed a new window to my computer. So that's why I'm sorry I didn't attend your classes.
Farhad, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Okay, Farhad, I tell you all the time, your excuses are never good enough. You need to come up with better excuses. Fine. Okay, so do you know you have to compensate for what you just did by naming 5 really good idioms? Okay, or maybe one if you have one.
But all glitter are not gold.
All that glitters is not gold. All that glitters is not gold.
Although glitter is okay.
Okay. Nadia puts...
And I have another.
Yeah.
I have also another. Early to bed and early to rise is good for. Early to bed and early to rise is good for health.
There is one, but I can't remember it. Yeah, so there's definitely one.
Who early worm, early rise to the worm.
Early bird gets the worm.
Catch the worm. Yes, early bird catch the worm.
But also, Farhad was right. Early to bed and early to early to bed. What? Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yeah. This one?
Yeah.
This is a proverb, but we'll write it down anyway because it's cool. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's true, but let's see. An apple a day keeps.
Question?
Yes, please.
Martin, do you ever speak off the cuff?
Off the cuff? What? Off the cuff?
Yeah.
What does this mean?
Without planning what you want to say.
Okay, that's good. Off the cuff. Wait, let me Google it. Off the cuff.
Yeah.
Aus dem Stand. Yeah? Off the cuff. Okay, so off the cuff without planning. So you, as in, think before you speak.
Yeah, could also be, but I think it generally means without having a script or so.
So off the cuff, as in off script. You can say off script, but that's more like actors, yeah, when they learn the line, yeah. When they learn the lines.
Yeah, something like that. But not sticking to your script, yeah.
Not sticking to the plan, yeah, not sticking to the plan, but to do with what you're saying. Okay, off the cuff, I didn't hear that, but that's cool. Banana Republic and writing on the wall. Rasal, writing on the wall. What's this?
Writing on the wall.
You're just testing me now. You're just making up a random words and just saying, Martin will say, yes, good, yeah? Is that a test? Or is that an actual idiom?
Yeah, I think it's actual.
Does it mean something in Albany, New York? Yeah, so I don't know.
Writing on the wall means that it's the bad results already.
Writing on the wall, yeah. So I don't know if it's American or what, but I haven't heard it. A penny saved is a penny earned. This is going on to more like proverbs and this kind of thing, yeah. So a penny saved is a penny earned. In fact, that's a good one. An idiom. A penny saved.
Question.
Yep.
Is Banana Republic is an idiom?
Not really. Yeah, Russell?
I don't know. I heard it a lot of time.
Okay.
Maybe people were talking about some country where they grow bananas. I don't think it's like Ecuador.
Yeah, Banana Republic is like
poor country.
Rogue state.
Yeah, okay. Someone who makes a country which makes bananas. Yeah, so kill. Wait.
I think that was a slip of the tongue.
Kill 2 birds with one stone.
But I know what he was meaning. Yeah. So okay, So kill two asses with one hand. Man, why are you here, man? Can you answer for yourself? Okay, in that case. Okay, Dimitri has joined us. Dimitri, can you hear? Okay, no worries. Okay, take care, Alma. Hopefully you can join us later. But yeah, okay. Okay, so any more? Yuki, yes. Yuki is here.
Okay.
Oh, I have a good one.
Okay, go
I
for
have
it.
a skeleton in the cupboard.
Yes, in the
Yeah.
closet, in the closet, in the closet. To have a skeleton, to have skeletons in your closet.
I know it as in the cupboard, but maybe they have it in the cupboard in Cornwall.
Wait, to have skeletons in your closet. I've got he's got skeletons in his closet.
Maybe
Cupboard,
he,
closet.
maybe he has skeletons in his
Might be
closet
different
and
in
in
Cornwall.
his
You
cupboard.
don't know.
And his cupboard. Yeah, so I would say in the closet, but cupboard have skeletons in your cupboard.
A
Closet. sounds-
dirty secret?
A dirty secret.
Yeah.
Also, someone's just
Well-
said something as well.
Something you want to hide, no?
A dirty secret, and then someone said something before that. That was cool. There was a cool one. So, dirty secret. Dark horse. Dark horse. It was.
Dark horse, yeah.
A dark
Someone
horse.
who's a bit fishy.
Yeah, but is good at something, but doesn't want to reveal that they're good at it. Yeah. So, for example, if we said if Yuki turned out to be a Japanese celebrity, a guitarist or something, oh Yuki, you dark horse. Yeah, something like that. You can say. As in, it's something mysterious you don't know, but when you hear about it, you're thinking, oh, you didn't tell us this before. Yeah. Straight from the horse's mouth is good.
That's a good one, yeah.
Okay, let's discuss some of them. But Yuki, are you? Oh, he's gone. Yeah, I'm hoping he'll join us.
Sick as a dog.
Sick as a dog. Okay, I haven't heard it, but I understand what you mean. Yeah, so sick as a dog. Okay, any more? For any more?
Beating a dead horse or something.
Beating a dead horse, flogging a dead horse.
Poor horse.
The poor.
We're flogging it already now.
Again,
We're
already.
Beating it.
Okay, let's discuss. We've got quite a few, yeah, so this will take a while. Let's
Horses
discuss
for
these first.
courses.
Horses for courses, yeah, that's good. For courses. Okay, in that case, let's start talking about them. So, oh, there's so many. Wow. Okay, she's cute. Please listen, Martin. Okay, icing on the cake. Yeah, that's the icing on the cake. Antonina, give me an example of when you can use this. Icing on the cake.
I must admit that I'm not sure what it means because for
don't
no
eat
reason.
You
Well,
don't
I've
eat
heard
cake.
it, but I'm not sure. Well, actually, I do a cake. I can even make the icing,
Good. So
but
it's nice.
I'm
yeah.
not sure what it means.
Or the
Okay.
cherry on the top?
Yeah, you can say that. Cherry on top.
We say that in our language.
We say this as well, yeah? So that's the cherry on top. On the top. Cherry on the top or cherry on top? Cherry on the top. So cherry on the top, yeah? It's in the best of the best. The icing on the cake. For example, if you had a day-long argument, Antonina, with your friend about this thing, and they were saying, no, you're wrong, Antonina, you're wrong, and then you ask native speaker, and then you are right, you can say, well, that was the icing on the cake. Meaning, I knew I was right the whole day, but, this just was the best thing about it.
It made my day.
It made my day, yeah? It was the icing on the cake. Or, for example, if Rassau was making some clever joke, and then Peter makes a funny one, you can say, oh, that's the icing on the cake. Meaning, we've had a cake, it was sweet, it was good, but Peter made the icing, yeah? The sweetest, the best bit. That was the icing on the cake. Do you understand?
Yes,
teacher?
I think I understand.
Fahad?
Yeah, please, could you repeat it for me?
Okay, the icing on the cake is the best part of the cake, the icing. Do you know what icing is?
Icing is just to cooling something.
Wait, let me show you. I'll share my screen. The icing is the sugary bit on the top of the cake, yeah? The best
The
part.
glazing, kind of.
Yeah.
Covering, yes.
Oh, it looks good, yeah? Okay, so
Wow.
they have this a lot. You eat this a lot everywhere, I guess, yeah? So icing. You can
And
have
it
this
comes
kind
in
of
all colors in the UK, and blue, and
Yeah.
green, and,
like
oh.
cute cupcakes. Yeah? But blue icing, I'd never eat blue icing. Yeah, so you see it a lot, but I don't understand.
We once made a party and colored everything blue with food coloring, and no one was able to eat anything because it looked so disgusting.
Well,
Like, have you ever seen potato salad colored in blue?
No, that's rank.
Puts you right off.
That's rank. Yeah, but it looks like what is it? A fairy cake. Oh, fairy cakes. 1 second. Look at these. Peter, did you eat these in the UK? Wait.
I don't like that.
Wait.
Too much sugar.
Muffins. British
not
muffins,
this,
no?
But these ones, fairy cakes. Okay, what it is you've got this kind of icing buttercream, and then you've got a piece of cake here like fairy wings. Yeah, so fairy cakes we call them. That's good. But this icing, sorry. Okay, so you would dye everything blue. So you had potato salad that was blue. What else that was blue?
Well, it was mainly savory food. So potato salad, what else did we have? I can't remember. It's such a long time. But no one was actually able to eat the potato salad. It looked really revolting.
Sorry, Peter, what gave you this idea, yeah? So I know we have crazy parties and stuff.
Well,
but
that's what food color is for, to color food.
I also made once a blue salad, but it was not horrible. I think because I used natural coloring out of red cabbage. You can just squeeze the juice from red cabbage, and it will color everything in blue.
But that's kind of natural. But
it looks different. But try blue color, because it goes bright blue, and you can't eat it. It's horrible. Disgusting. Has anyone had such like a party like this? Yeah, so a blue coloring food party. Were you with? Was it British people you were with, Peter, or Germans? No, Germans.
Germans. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So okay, so blue. I was going to say crazy British. Yeah, but no. Okay, but blue party. That's quite cool. Did you wear blue as well?
Yeah, we felt blue. Once over a blue moon.
Okay. Good. Okay. But Russell, let's say I did my job with a rewarded. Let's say I did my job with a rewarded.
Sorry. No, I did my job in a rewarded with bonus. Then the bonus will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah. Okay. So you did your job. You're happy with the job, but the bonus was the best part of the job.
Yeah.
Not the satisfaction of doing the work, right? That's no. Okay, Yuki, are you there? Yuki. Put on 100 kilos after eating these noodles all day. Maybe he can barely talk now. Okay, so he's gone. So add fuel to the fire. That's a good one as well. Okay, let's talk about them then. So the icing on the cake is the best thing about something. You do something and the icing on the cake is just the best bit. Wait. To easy as pie. Yeah, that's just mean easy peasy. To live out of a suitcase, Hazel said. And to Nina, do you live out of a suitcase?
Today is not my lucky day. I don't know this idiom either.
No worries, Antonina. Yeah, Abdullah has joined us.
Hi.
Do you live out of a suitcase?
No, definitely no. I think it means that you, if you are traveling, that you
travel a lot.
You travel a lot, and you don't have the time to unpack your suitcase or something like that.
Yeah, you live out of a suitcase. Yeah, so your life is with this suitcase. You travel. You have no home.
Yeah.
You just go from hotel to hotel or something. Yeah. So, does anyone know anyone who lives his or her life out of a suitcase, or have you known someone who travels a hell of a lot? Anyone? I don't either. Yeah. So, would anyone like to do this? Would anyone find it interesting?
Well, maybe for half a year or so.
But after a while, you think, "Oh, I'm sick of seeing the airport. I'm sick of seeing that." Yeah. So.
Traveling is fun when you do it for fun, but when it's an obligation, it's bad.
think.
It makes it like, washing the dishes. Washing the dishes was probably, it's not fun unless, well, it's never fun. That's a bad example. But Yuki, are you there? Yuki. Oi, oi, oi. Yuki, okay. He keeps going every time I speak. Maybe it's something I'm saying. Farhad, would you like to live your life out of a suitcase?
Yeah, but not. I just wanted to live out of a suitcase on a proper weekend.
Just when you're going on holiday for a weekend, like a city break somewhere, yeah?
Yeah. Maybe per week or just like the per month, but not just to travel
Permanently live,
forever.
Everyone needs a to stay at the same place, after a while, but it's fun to do it maybe, I don't know, for a month or so. But Peter, would you like to live out of a suitcase? That means, for example, going between the West Country and Bremen, as in not staying at one place. When you get bored of the West Country, you go back to Bremen. When you get bored of Bremen, you go back to the West Country.
If it's only every half year or so, it's okay. But if I would have to go back and forth once a week or so, no, thank you.
It's not fun, yeah? So
no.
Okay, although it's not too far, so from London, it's not too far to get from Bremen. It's like 50 minutes. Like last time I went from Bremen to London.
To where? Not to Cornwall.
That's the thing. I don't know.
It takes half a day to get to Cornwall from London.
So
that's the worst part.
50-minute flight and then 2 days travel. Yeah, okay, that's it.
9 hours by coach.
Is there an airport near Cornwall?
Yeah, Newquay has an airport. A regional one. But it's really expensive. For that kind of money, you could fly to America.
Yeah, okay. But don't, stay. Okay, so Hazel said 2 months per year would be fun. You would like to do this to a certain extent?
Yes.
Okay, but could you do it, for example, every half year move to a different country?
I think I would like to do this. It won't be boring at all.
So it's okay, so you wouldn't mind doing it? Okay.
Yes.
Stops things from getting stale, I guess. Monica, can you hear us? Okay, we can't hear you. Just check your mic settings. Any more opinions before we go on to the next one? Okay, in that case, let's go to the next one, which was... Wait. Easy pie to live out of suitcase. Chalk and cheese. They get on like chalk and cheese.
Are different from each other.
As similar as chalk and cheeses.
They don't get on at all, no?
Very different.
Usually you say this about siblings, so they're like chalk and cheese. They're related, but they're completely different,
Yes.
I don't know, so would you say this? Who's got siblings? In which case you'd say where you could use this as an example, so Hazel, do you have siblings?
Yes, I have, but we are similar. I have a sister, and we are the same.
Oh, like two something in a...
Two
peas
in a
pod,
piece, in a pot. 2 peas in a pot.
Okay, like 2 peas in a pod. Meaning the opposite, meaning so very similar.
Similar, yes.
Apples and oranges, Antonina. Yeah, perfect. So apples and oranges, like 2 peas in a pod, is the opposite. Yeah, would you say you're like this? Yeah. So are you like chalk and cheese? Do you have any siblings?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I have. I have a brother and I have a sister. But I must say that we're all the same. Sadly.
You're like peas in a pod, you're clones
Peas
to
in
each
a...
other.
Yeah.
What happens when you argue? Yeah, because I'm sensing you're good at arguing. As in you hold your own in an argument. Is this true?
Yes.
Okay, what happens if they're all the same? You're all the same as your siblings and you have an argument. Who wins?
Well, usually I try not to get into arguments because I know that it will lead to nothing and we will just get angry at each other and won't speak for a week.
Okay.
So I'm being wise And
You
when
are a
I
big-
sense that there will be an argument, I just leave the room.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so
It means you are the bigger one.
you are the bigger one, yeah? Meaning I am the bigger, morally sound person or something. Okay, Yuki says something. Hundred of hearing can't wait at a glance, it means. Oh, wait. Yakubun, wow. Iken Nishikazu. Okay, so seeing is believing. Okay, seeing is believing. That's another one we say, but that's the idiom I guess he was talking about. Okay, you've given up Yuki. Okay, that's a shame. Sam, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, how are you today? Well, how are you now? We spoke this afternoon, I think, right?
Yes, I had a nap. I'm very active now.
A siesta, right?
Yeah.
Cool. We're talking about British idioms again. Do you have any more, maybe, that we haven't talked about so far?
Well, I have a lot, but...
Off the top of your head, you can't think. Don't worry. Think and then add them to the list and we'll go over them. Okay, so... Wait. Let's go back. First Daisy, like... Okay, so it's not my cup of tea. I guess that's a very, very common one, yeah? So it's not my cup of tea.
Yes.
It's not my cup of tea. Can you give me an example of when it's used, someone?
Not my kind. Not my type.
It's not my type. I don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. So, would you like to go and see this movie? Not really. It's not my cup of tea. Meaning, I want a different kind of film, different kind of tea. Yeah. So it's not my cup of tea. I don't like this particular one. Let's do something else. So, Farhad, what is not your cup of tea?
Teacher, I didn't understand the meaning of cup of tea.
I thought you were going to say, teacher, my Earl Grey is not my cup of tea. Yeah? I much prefer Lady Grey. Yes? Okay, so a cup of tea. We're talking about tea again. So it's not really about tea. It's saying there's lots of different types of tea, and in the olden times for afternoon tea, for tea parties, you could choose which type of tea you liked. It was a whole pont. Yeah, I'll take this one with the slight lemony infusion or whatever, or take this one with something else. Lady Grey, Earl Grey, help me out with tea names. There's some Russian one. Jiling, yeah, the Chinese
Oolong.
one. Oolong, yeah, all these kind of things you could choose which tea.
Souchong.
We get the picture, yeah. So all these kind of things.
Peter invented this name of
No,
tea, I
Lapsang
think.
Souchong is actually a Chinese tea.
Okay, yes, so that makes
pretty
sense.
Expensive. I used to run a tea shop.
Okay.
Whoa! Did you have a tea shop, Peter?
I had a tea shop, yeah. Well, I ran it and I owned it.
In the UK?
No, not in the UK. Well, I think I would be very successful in the UK running a tea shop.
But no one bought tea in Bremen.
Maybe in London, but not outside of London. I don't think it would work.
So in Bremen, did you do this?
I've done it near Bremen, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so tea shop stuff. So there's lots of different types. So you're an expert in the tea. Were you expensive?
No, I had to have low prices because when I first opened up, the customs came in and said, "Oh, at Aldi I get that tea much cheaper."
Oh, it's not the same. Yeah, so and the thing is, what I've noticed here in Germany, in the supermarket, they sell tea sugar, and they've got a British flag on it. They've got a picture of the Queen's Guards, like this. Tea sugar, and it's like lumps of black sugar, and I've never seen it in my life. But they're saying, "Oh, it's
Black
British."
sugar?
Yes?
I think you mean Candice, no?
You mean brown sugar, I think.
Not brown sugar, not brown sugar. It's actually black. It's really, really dark, and it's
like crystals.
Yeah, what
not
is
like sugar cubes. You mean you're talking about crystals?
Yeah,
sugar.
what? Do we have this in the UK?
Well, you wouldn't use it. It's used in the East Frisian tea ceremony. For that, you need kluntjes and lots of cream.
Okay.
It's actually a tea ceremony.
Okay, so it does exist because I saw this in the supermarket and there was quite a lot of it.
Well, that's the reason why they sell it. Otherwise, no one would buy it.
I was going to say, yeah, so I don't know if they... Yeah, but that's cool, yeah, but we do have this. But okay, going back to the point, to have lots of... You can have the choice between lots of different types of tea. And if you say it's not my cup of tea, meaning, oh, that's not the one I would normally drink. Yeah, but it means that's not the one I'll choose, that's not the one I like. So you can talk about films like this, you can talk about anything, yeah? So do you like dark chocolate? Oh, that's not my cup of tea. Meaning I'd prefer milk chocolate or white chocolate, yeah?
Coffee is not my cup of tea.
You can say this. You can say this. That's perfectly right. Coffee is not my cup of tea. Yeah? Or Earl Grey is... Yeah, that would be too literal.
Teacher, I have one sentence. Having a girlfriend is not my cup of tea.
Okay, having a girlfriend is not your cup of tea. You could say this, meaning they're too much hassle, yeah? You have to buy them things and stuff like that. Yeah.
Them.
And what will you do if you marry her?
Love, you're not my cup of tea, yeah? So go back to where you came from, yeah? Go back with the other tea. On the shelf, on the tea shelf. Back to Peter's tea shop. Okay, anyway, okay, so not my cup of tea. Antonina, what's not your cup of tea?
Well, I like tea, but coffee is also not. Milk is not. Can I say this expression about everything?
Tea is her cup of tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can say this about everything, yeah. So it's
like everything.
It's not just about tea. Yeah, you could say.
Tea is my cup of tea.
Cup of tea. Anything. You can say anything. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. Whatever you don't like. Okay.
Ignorance is not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can say this. You can say. If someone's ignorant and you don't like that characteristic, you say, "That's not my cup of tea." Meaning, no. Maybe it's an object more or something. Peter, what do you say? Can you say ignorance is not my cup of tea?
Why not? Well, it
sounds funny.
I would know what she means. I would probably not use it. No?
Yeah, it's not something you normally say with this, but
it
really
makes
wrong,
sense. But it sounds a bit strange, no? Somehow.
So basically, it's usually said about some objects.
Or some. Yes, something. Yeah, so going to the cinema. I prefer not to go to the cinema. It's not my cup of tea. It's in general.
Riding bicycle is not my cup of tea.
Riding a bike is not my cup of tea. It's anything where you can say it's not my cup of tea. You can use it. So it's ignorance is a thing. Abstract.
I know. Okay. Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, that's another one. Meaning what I don't know can't kill me. Don't tell me. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam knows, yeah? So, cool. Let's go back to the list. With flying colours, to pass something with flying colours.
To pass the exams with distinction?
Yeah,
very easily.
What do you think this could mean, literally, yeah? So, with flying colours.
I don't know.
When somebody takes only straight A's at the exams.
Okay, with flying colours, meaning... Yeah, straight A's. You've done it so well, you can fly the banners, you can put the bunting up. Do you know what... Peter, did you go to a church fete?
No.
Oh, yeah, wait. Bunting. Okay, wait, I'll show you something. Bunting, this is like what's traditional in the UK if you go to a church fete or some kind of school fete. Bunting. Can you see this?
Not yet.
Hey, what is
okay.
That's called bunting.
Have you seen this before? Do you have
I've seen that, yeah.
Okay,
but,
so
didn't know that's the word for.
It's called bunting, and with flying colours, it's so good that you can put out the bunting. I think, maybe not literally, but that's what I understand, yeah? So,
well, you usually put it up when you celebrate something.
Yeah, yeah. So celebrate some kind of event or some kind of party, yeah? So with flying colours, these colours fly, I guess, yeah? So with flying colours. You're not just celebrating...
Teacher...
Yep. Please, Farhan.
And what these triangle things are called?
This is called bunting. Altogether, it's called bunting.
Bunting, and could you spell it? Okay.
Can you see?
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Perfect. So it's like little flags on this, yeah? And we have this for national days and things like that, yeah? So when the Jubilee occurred, you saw lots of bunting with the flag on, stuff like that. I guess you all have this in your country, yeah? It's not something just for us, right? Antonina, do you have this in Russia, bunting?
Well, yes, but we rarely use it.
Okay, rarely use it, yes? So, do you pass things with flying colours? Usually when you do something, do you do it with flying colours?
Yes.
Good, okay. But not literally, because there's no bunting, yeah? So. Okay, so, I guess it's the same, yeah? Rassel, have you invented bunting in America?
No.
Not yet, yeah, so still a way to come. But, okay, yeah. So, in that case, that's to pass something with flying colours. Verbling says, no, Yuki says, verbling is not my cup of tea. Yuki, yeah, you shouldn't go against verbling. Okay, verbling feeds you with English, okay? So you shouldn't go against the person who feeds you. Okay, so, chalk and cheese, that's a good one. Yuki's understood. Day and night. Suki to supon. Okay, let's go back. So many, wait. I'm trying to go back to them. Okay, raining cats and dogs, I guess we all know this, yeah? It's quite straightforward. Raining cats and dogs.
Yeah.
I'm going to list the ones we talked about and tell me if you don't understand. Just shout out, okay? To be under the weather.
To have a bad mood.
Yes.
To feel a bit blue, yeah? So to feel not so good. Like a bull in a china shop.
Clumsy? I think.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
this.
Okay. Like me. Yeah, like me.
Yeah. I'm like a bull in a china shop. Whatever it is, I'll break something or drop something on the floor, yeah? So,
and you can, if you talk with something inappropriate in a conversation, you can be a bull in a china shop.
Okay, as in you hit it crazy. Okay, yeah, so are you talking in general terms or about me?
Sorry?
Were you saying you, as in Martin, you do this, or is it in general terms?
In general.
I was getting worried. You know?
I heard this in this context when somebody talking inappropriate. The other man said he is a bull in a china shop, so he's acted like a bull in a china shop.
Yeah, but this can happen, yeah? Sometimes I do watch recordings. Yeah, okay, I try not to though, yeah? So one, I hate my voice, and two, I think, oh, why did I say that, yeah? Or why but anyway, okay, so like a bull in the china shop, basically you are like a bull. China, everyone knows what China is, as in not the country, but...
Porcelain.
Porcelain.
Porcelain. Antonina, you know this? China.
Yes, I know.
Why is it called China?
It was invented in China, I think.
Was
they
it?
did it first. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, so, I don't know.
I think so. There it was invented.
It was invented. Okay, so this China, so a bull is very, very big and very bulky and very not so regal, shall we say, not so soft-footed, yeah, light on the feet. But if a bull runs into a china shop, you can see everything's going to crash. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's quite clear. Perfect. Okay, so fresh as a daisy. That's probably quite clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is very British.
I have a question.
Okay.
With which things can I use this? Can I say this about what can I say this?
you look as fresh as a daisy, meaning you look very, you look like you slept a lot. You look very, yeah, you look very fresh. Yeah, you can say, oh, you look as fresh as a daisy, or the weather's as fresh. No, you can't say that.
No.
No. Person.
It's a
usually.
Person. You
Full
look
of energy, high-spirited.
Yeah. So you look good.
So
You look
I say this
well
about
rested.
people.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. So you look as fresh as a daisy.
Or you could even say, "I feel fresh as a daisy."
Yeah.
If you feel fresh and full of energy.
Okay.
Antonina, do you feel fresh as a daisy?
Not really.
Okay.
Maybe
Farhad. Farhad, do you feel fresh as a daisy?
Yeah, I feel fresh as a daisy.
Okay, perfect. Yes, that means you feel really fresh, really energized.
But that daisy doesn't look fresh at all.
Yeah.
One Sam put. Sam, show us.
Looks sick as a dog.
Wonderful flower,
You look
Daisy.
fresh as a dying daisy. Let's say this.
This is dying Daisy.
Yeah. Okay. So Sam, do you look as fresh as your daisy or a normal daisy?
A normal daisy.
Okay. Cool. Choke and cheese, not choke and cheese, but chalk and cheese. Yuki. Wait. Oh, from ages ago. Yeah. So he wrote this ages ago. Okay. Apples and watermelons. That's cool. Chalk and cheese, like 2 pieces of pork. We talked about that. And feed to the flame. Kill 2 horses with one hand. I can't get over that. Right. Okay. So, first daisy. All that glitters is not gold. All that glitters is not gold. What does this mean?
Might have to be a bit cautious because it might be plated, not
Yes.
pure gold.
Yes. It looks gold. It's very shiny, but underneath it might not be so good.
On the surface.
On the
The
surface.
surface is shiny, but underneath it's dark.
And mysterious. Scary. Don't judge a book by its cover. A bit like this. On the surface, it looks gold. It looks really good. It looks fine and dandy, but afterwards, it looks a bit, yeah. So.
But
all
I
the
think
glitters-
don't judge the book is the other way around. No? Something that doesn't look very nice, but it's actually quite good.
Yeah, that's true. Don't judge a book by its. It can go both ways, yeah. So, for example, if something looks good, don't judge a book by its cover, or if something looks bad, yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. So
The cover of a book might be boring, but the content is very interesting.
equally, it might be a really, really fancy cover, may look really good, but the boring's, the book is like toilet paper, yeah. So, so all that glitters is not gold. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, give us some examples. Give us some examples. So, Abdullah, things you would say.
Phew. Just skip me. Yeah.
No worries, no worries. I like this. I'm going back to Russell's comment. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but if the doctor is beautiful, then keep the apple away. Okay.
That's a
Russell.
good one.
Is Russell still here? Oh, he's gone. He can't defend himself. Okay, that's good. To turn a blind eye, yeah? So to turn a blind eye.
To pretend you didn't see.
Yeah.
So, has anyone ever seen someone do something that was quite bad or quite shocking and you had to turn a blind eye, or you just turned a blind eye? Can anyone give stories? Nick, story time. Nick, are you there? Okay, we'll come back.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So, have you ever turned a blind eye to someone, or can you give us some examples of when you have turned a blind eye to someone? Guys, think of an example. I'm going to ask you as well. Did you understand? Okay. Robert, have you got an example?
No, I'm thinking about the meaning. Yeah, if you can give me some example, I don't get this.
Okay, Hazel told us that she is a bank robber, and in this bag this red bag is actually not her groceries, but 20,000 euros, which she stole off some poor old woman. Okay, but it's okay. We'll turn a blind eye to it. We'll go on to Peter. Peter. So no, okay. So turn a blind eye to ignore something that's quite bad. You ignore. So parents can say this if you've done something naughty, like you took some chocolate from the cupboard. They can say you shouldn't do this, but for this time, for this chance, I'm going to turn a blind eye to it. Okay, but don't do it again.
Forgive.
I'll give you one chance. I'll turn a blind eye. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amma is there. Is there?
Hi, yes, I'm there.
Cool, nice to speak with you again.
Nice to speak you too. I wait my turn.
Your turn. Okay, now is your turn. Give some examples of something that you could turn a blind eye to. Something that one of us could do that you turn a blind eye to.
Okay. I am like a supervise in mosque when we take the children to like a trip or something. I be like a supervisor.
Yeah.
When someone curse when some kid curse another kid, the first time I will, what you call it, close eye or
turn a blind eye to it. I would
turn the blind eye to it. Yeah.
Okay, but afterwards then you would intervene. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's when something happens once, you turn a blind eye to it. Yeah, you wouldn't notice it. It's not a problem. But if it keeps on happening, then you'll think, something's wrong here. Antonina, do you ever turn a blind eye to something?
Yes. I have a perfect example. Last year at work we have a New Year celebration, and one of my colleagues get very, very drunk, and she was dancing half naked on a table. And everyone turned a blind eye on it. And
Okay,
no one ever mentioned it.
This is normal, yeah? This is okay.
Well, it happens only once, and she stopped drinking heavily after that time.
But please tell me you reminded her about this the next day.
No.
No one did.
The next day she came to work only at noon because she couldn't get out of her
She
bed.
was blinded by the light.
Probably.
Okay, so this is a great story to tell the grandchildren. So, yeah, okay. So, would you? Did she not know? Is she completely oblivious to this?
Well, no, she can actually
Saw the photo.
remember. No, luckily there's no photos, but she can remember, and some people told her this.
Yeah.
But they weren't mean or anything. They were just, by the way, you really look good when you're dancing half naked on the table.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Say what?
It's alright, just go ahead.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, Farhad, have you got some examples of things where you have been, you've turned a blind eye to?
Yeah. We were playing volleyball this evening. So at that time, one of my friend fractured the rule many times. So I turned the blind eye.
Okay, yeah. So, usually in these kind of situations, yeah. So if something goes wrong, you turn a blind eye if it's not something that you would be comfortable with normally. But if it's an exception, that's okay. But I was just thinking about Yuki's comment. Someone who thinks, yeah, okay, Yuki, this is an example. For example, if you asked me a question, Yuki, on verbally chat, and I ignored it because I didn't see it, you could turn a blind eye to this. If, however, you write 21 questions to me and I ignore them at different times, then you wouldn't turn a blind eye to it. But once or twice is okay. Implying. Okay, Sam, could you explain what to imply something means?
To suggest that something is true, but you don't say it directly.
Yeah, what are you suggesting? Yeah, so that's what it means, Yuki. Yeah, so to imply something, to suggest something, without necessarily directly saying what you mean. Yeah, so okay. Any questions so far?
No.
Good. Okay. Okay. No news is good news. Yes. When it's silent, it means it's good. Okay. Straight from the horse's mouth, or to be a dark horse. We had this earlier. So who here is a dark horse? Who has maybe a special ability that we don't know about? Is anyone a dark horse? So, Abdullah, do you have a secret talent that maybe you don't know about? Well, not that you know about, but we don't know about.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was really good.
Contradiction in terms.
In that case, you could be a dark horse, yeah? So, yeah.
Even for myself, yeah.
Abdullah, are you a dark horse for yourself? Reveal all.
No, I'm not. No, I don't have any secret talents, no.
Ammar, are you a dark horse?
Give me some example to see.
Antonina's friend, yes? Okay, if, for example, Antonina said to me, I am grade 8 piano, as in I can play to... Do you know this, grades with music? I don't know if it's the same in your countries, but grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the highest you can get for concert level or something, yeah? So if you play an instrument, there's a grading system. If she said to us, guys, I'm grade 8 piano, we could say, Antonina, you dark horse. As in,
Well, actually, I added piano.
Are you grade 8?
I'm not at piano school anymore, but I do play piano.
Cool, you dark horse.
Not as well as Mozart, maybe.
But do you have grades in Russia? Like
Yes, but I don't have grades anymore because I'm not studying anymore.
Okay, yeah, so does anyone else play an instrument that we don't know about? Is anyone here a dark horse? Okay, yes, no.
I am dark horse with the computer.
Okay, as in, Amma, can you hack?
No, not really. Not the top 10 of 10. Like what you call it? I can fix a problem, find the problem. I don't need anyone to tell me what the problem is.
Okay, so it means you're talented. But we would say, for example, if you do something, if we have a computer problem, and Amma says, talks in all this technical language and finds out the problem, we can say, Amma, you dark horse. Yeah, it's kind of like a play thing. But a dark horse is also like a secretive person a bit. But in this context, a dark horse is something that you like this, yeah? Oh, you dark horse.
Yeah, in my family, if they need any help with the computer, they say, ask Ammar.
Ask Ammar. So you are the dark... Well, you're not the dark horse because everyone knows about it. Now, yeah, you were the dark horse until we knew. But like Antonina's not a dark horse anymore because now we know you play the piano. And on that note, someone's alarm went off. Any more questions before we go? Peter, are you a dark horse?
No, I don't know. Not
Sam,
I'm aware of.
That you're aware of, yeah? So you're your own dark horse. Sam, are you a dark horse?
Well, if you don't know his life in person.
Sorry?
If you don't know someone, his details about his life, everyone is a dark horse for you.
Yeah, like this, yeah? But it's usually when you find out something interesting that you didn't know about this person, yeah? So you had an image about this person, but actually they say something else, then you have a different image. So, oh, you dark horse, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. Let's go on next time. Is this Antonina?
Someone's practicing already.
No, is this my
He's really a
fault?
dark
Sorry.
Nick is a dark, of course. He's playing the piano. Okay, guys.
Yeah, I played the piano.
Play us out, and play us out. It's like the end of a TV show, yeah, where you play the music. Play us out, like the One Show. If anyone's seen BBC and the One Show. Okay, can you play us out, Nick, on the piano?
No, sorry, I play.
Play some music for us to go to, yeah. So for us to leave to.
No, I'm not intentional to play. I'm too shy. Really,
No
I'm
worries.
too shy.
Probably sign-off tune.
A sign-off tune, yeah, something like this. Okay, take care, guys. We have to make our own sign-off tune, okay? But anyway, take care. Good to speak with you, and speak to you soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
Good night. See you.